A blessed day, everyone. In today's gospel, we hear of Jesus giving us the parable of the two sons. The seeming obedience and disobedience of the two brothers are depicted in this story. But it is not as simple as a yes or a no. Obedience is something that we all struggle with every day, mula sa ating pagkabata hanggang sa ating pagtanda. For us priests, when we enter the seminary, that's the first thing that our formators taught us. We have to obey. We learn how to obey. Some of us obey because we are afraid. Some of us obey because we understand what is going on. Perhaps it is easy. But some of us also obey even though it is not as clear as the sun. Kahit na hindi pa masyadong na iintindihan, kahit na hindi pa masyadong malinaw sa atin, ay sumusunod na. So what is this kind of obedience that Jesus is asking us to understand? Obedience is not just a yes or a no, but rather it is both yes and no. When we follow the Lord, we are being asked to follow Him. All that is about Jesus, everything about Jesus, everything that He teaches us, we need to follow. Why? Because He's the firstborn of all creation. Tinuturo sa atin ng Panginoong Jesucristo, ang Diyos na nagkatawang tao, kung paanong maging tao. Because we have forgotten how to become and how to behave like real men, real children of God, true children of God, because of sin. And so, because God so loved the world, He sent His only begotten Son to teach us and to remind us of who we really are and what we really are. In the beginning, it was a perfect union between God and man. Walang karanasan ng malisya, walang karanasan ng kadiliman, isang ganap na pakikipagkaisa ng tao at ng Diyos. Ngunit na nagkaroon na ng kasalanan, lumayo ang tao. And we know that our life is incomplete, it will never be complete without the presence of the divine, without the presence of our Creator, away from our God. And so obedience is the key. God searches out for us. Hinahanap tayo ng Diyos, hinahabol tayo ng Diyos upang makabalik sa Kanyang piling. At ito'y mangyayari sa pamamagitan ng pagsunod sa Kanyang mga sinasabi sa atin. When we say yes to the Lord, it doesn't mean that we understand everything, because the mind of God is utterly different from our own minds. His thoughts are different, utterly different from our own thoughts. So, even if it is not yet clear to us, we follow Him, we obey Him. And when we say yes to the Lord, we also say no to many things. When we say yes to real love, we say no to hatred, we say no to indifference, we say no to the ego and pride that cries out within us. When we say yes to charity, when we say yes to generosity, we say no to selfishness. Kapag umuo tayo sa Diyos, mayroon tayong dapat mga talikuran at hindian sa buhay na ito. And ultimately, at the end of our lifetime, in the end of this journey, we will find ourselves being formed to become like Jesus, the firstborn of all creation. And so today, my dear friends, I invite you to examine our lives. Examine yourself, your day-to-day lives, and ask yourself, have I been really obedient to the Lord? Yung bang aking pag-yes sa Panginoon ay tunay na pag-yes sa Kanya? O ang aking pag-yes ay laging mayroong kondisyon? Ang aking pag-yes ay mayroong kalakip na kapalit na aking hinihintay dahil nais nating makasigurado lagi sa ating buhay. remember that we are all being called to become like Christ. And if we understand what salvation is all about, it is about Jesus obeying the will of the Father so that we may go back to His loving embrace in heaven. We pray for one another, we pray for our families, that we may learn how to follow Jesus, His entire life.